Make sure everything is live. Hello, everybody. It's your boy, Weather Reports and more. We are looking at a severe weather outlook today in the portions of the Texas region in the southern border and everything like that. So, today I have a question for the day. What do you think this season will be like? Comment it down below in the comment section of what you think it will be like. And if you do like this video, don't forget to subscribe and like and comment. And we have a very exciting Discord server coming soon. It's pretty much it. So let's go ahead and look what's going on. So we see today this is our live cam right now. This is what time it is right now at the time I'm making it. It is live right now, like live, so you can go see this with tropical tidbits and the link in the description. Oh, yeah, I'm not real good at that, but we'll test that out. Sorry about that, guys. Um, so the main focus right now is these storms right in here. These storms are going to be firing up and going towards this area and all the way through here over to the overnight and your commute tonight. But that's our main focus right now. So if you live in Texas and all that, Panhandle, Texas and the border, beware of these storms that are firing up. They don't look to have a tornado threat as they did on Saturday. But if it does have a tornado threat, be sure to look at your National Weather Service. One thing I want to look out, and I don't want to say this, is in the Ohio to Pennsylvania regions, you could be looking a little bit of lingering showers and storms, like right in there. You could be seeing a little bit of storms, spotty storms. Nothing severe that I would want to look at. But you could hear some rumbles of thunder, a little bit of lightning. One other thing I want you guys to know and note before we go to the next slide is I have been looking at a couple other channels. This whole system right in here, this is pushing its way from the Canada border into the PA, Maine, and all that area. I wouldn't be surprised if this region gets a couple inches of snow or gets a nor'easter. We'll get more in depth to that later on. Maybe. I don't really want to focus on snow, but if you can go see direct weather, he has a good explanation on that. I'll be sure to link down in the description. Alright, let's go ahead and move on to the next slide, everybody. Oh. Okay, so as you can see, this is the next hour. You can see some lingering showers in this area, the higher regions and all that. You can see some showers and storms. Mainly, the SPC is saying that there is a TSM means that you have a chance for some storms. Nothing severe to put in marginal risk out. I totally agree with them. But this area right here is the main factor. This little guy right here has a little notch on it. You can see right there. He's going to be pushing more strong storms up in here. We'll get the energy helicity to say what's going on. But yeah, we'll keep a lookout on this and we will go to the next slide, everybody. So I'm not used to this. Alright, so as you can see, this is the next frame of hour. You can see that storm right here is going to be moving on the PA and now that central PA to Lancaster, Pittsburgh area. Could be seeing some storms. I wouldn't be surprised if any of these do have a low severe thunderstorm warnings. Nothing to be concerned about, no tornadoes. But one thing I want to keep a lookout is this storm right here. This storm, as the hours go through, it does look to be growing and intensifying. Alright, as the next frame hour, you can see that storm is still there, and you can see the same about here. You can see the storms firing up right there. Let me go and go to the next frame hour. You can see some of those storms in the higher region and some of the first state in the Pittsburgh area could be coming down right now. As you can see, storms are firing up, and this is right now in the 13th early morning hours, probably around 1 o'clock to 12 o'clock. You can see some of these storms right here are starting to fire up. I wouldn't be surprised if these are mainly a wind and hail event. Now, I'll show you why I'm thinking these are mainly a wind and hail event as we go into the video. As you you can see, what I'm talking about is this huge, right here, huge, massive snowfall moving in that way. And this is why I'm saying that it is going to be a nor'easter into that area. As you can see into the other morning hours, it could be around the 2 a.m. You can see this cell seems to be calming down, but you have all these cells firing up through the Mexico border and firing up here that could be showing some storms. Nothing to stream about, nothing to do a lot of thinking, but just to keep an eye out. They do put a marginal risk. This doesn't mean that's going to be severe or anything, but it just says that it might. All right, so this is going to be the SPC lookout. What I'm saying is how some of those storms are firing up. The marginal risk is one thing I wanted to keep a lookout is this area in there. You could be seeing mainly the wind event is right in this region over in here. You could be seeing some wind event and hail and possibly a couple spin up tornadoes. Nothing severe, nothing like something to keep a lookout, but nothing to keep a scaring or anything like that. But mainly the wind event, hail event, nothing to be worried about. As you can see, this is the hail event. They did issue a 2% to a 15% to a SIG. A SIG means that it is hatched, basically. It looks like a hatched egg, as you can see. But one thing I want to keep a lookout is this is the hail region. As you get to the southern border and more into this Texas, you could be seeing up to some strong hail. I don't think it's going to be anything from what we saw earlier today, like gorilla size hail, but you could be just keeping a lookout for that. Well, this is a wind event. This is going to be seeing about a 5% chance of wind. Nothing strong like we've had down in here the last Saturday. Now we're going to be taking a look at the surface base cape on the HRRR. So as you can see, we could be seeing upwards to 4,000 plus to 4,500 cape. Nothing like we had Saturday, but just be careful in these regions. As these storms do fire up, they will have something that will, it's just something to keep a lookout for. I don't stress this enough. Please keep a lookout for that. Back to your turn. All right, as you can see, these things are firing up even into the overnight hours until everything else into the overnight hours. Nothing to be concerned about, but you gotta keep that in the back of your mind that there is severe storms that could be firing up. Nothing strong, just a couple severe storms. As you can see, we go into keep going on to overnight hours. You can see some of this cape in here is reaching 4,000, 4,000 plus to 4,500. Somewheres I've seen like some regions I've seen in this area maybe about 4,000 and 600 plus. Anywhere from 600, 4,600 plus cape. I don't think it's gonna be as severe. I don't. There's just not enough energy, helicity, and all that in here. And as you can see, we go on to the overnight hours. Still, it's sticking around with that 3,000 cape. It's not severe, but we'll go on to it. As you can see, some of this just lingers. It's nothing really to keep a look. It's nothing to be concerned about. Just to keep a lookout for it. Then right in here, this is where you're seeing. I've seen on the Cape. I've seen upwards to supercells composite on the HRRR. Anywhere from 9 to almost 18. I've seen. Not really a concern, but there is some supercells going to be forming. Like I said, keep an eye out. As you can see in this Mexico border, you could be seeing anywhere from 8 to 20 supercells. And as you can see, this is why we're looking at some of this stuff. Let me just go back here. I would just keep a lookout for that, guys, and be careful out there. It's not really anything concerning, but there's just some cells that could be severe all the way through here, through into here. Just something to keep an eye out in the overnight hours. Alright, as we could go on to the most updraft helicity, and we could see how these storms right here, that lonely storm I was showing you guys, could be firing up right there. And over into the overnight hours, they just go to pop up like over here, one, one, one. They pop out of nowhere, and that's just from that cape. As you see in the overnight hours, as I said, these things do seem to fire up. Not as severe as we have seen in the past, but something to keep a lookout for. And as you can see, as you go on, boom, boom, boom. Right here. This is the major one I'm looking at. A pop out of nowhere. And this is in the over early morning hours that I'm really concerned about into the Tuesday. Not something to be like screaming, oh, put a enhanced risk on. It's something to keep a lookout. Keep a lookout. Beware that you do have storms firing up in these regions. Not as severe. Not seeing a lot of tornadoes. You could be seeing a couple spin ups, but not a lot of tornadoes in this area. Just a couple spin ups. That's just something I would keep a lookout for. As you can see, these models are just firing up a little bit. It's if you have any things to look out or if you have any questions, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, put a comment down there, put that notification bell on, and if you do like this video and you have a question, just put that down below. And also, how do you think this storm season is going to be like? Do you think it's going to be severe, extreme, out of the ordinary? What do you think is going to be going on? Put it down in the comments below. It's your boy, Weather Reports and more. Over and out, guys.